close enough, Ern?
Mm-hmm.
You want this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
That will be a minute.
Okay. We started out of necessity mostly. At the time, we had a landscape business and a lot of equipment, and we would have to repair and make parts that we couldn't get for several weeks, and actually really enjoyed working with metals. So it progressed into selling an online catalog of hooks and pot hangers and even baskets at the time.
Yeah, as we were researching our metalwork, we went and talked to an established national treasure blacksmith in the mountains of North Carolina. His biggest advice was learn to make your own tools. If you can make your own tools, you can make about anything. So that's held very true. Once a year, we would set up a forge and build a fire and make Christmas gifts. Then eventually we started doing that more and more. It's our journey to finally settling in Puna. Started in North Carolina actually when we really got into the art part of metalworking. And we did a lot of commissions in public art. We decided, well, we would build a shop when we got here and still do our sculpture. And then it started doing more and more commission work while we're here. But it's nice to focus a little more on the sculpture end of it and learning about the native plants and animals in Hawaii, which are totally different on our journey, brought in a whole new aspect to the art.
Well, we've always done flora and fauna, regardless of where we are. And Hawaii is such a challenge because every wildflower and plant, a lot of the animals are very specific. You find them nowhere else. So we try to represent as many endangered and threatened species here. Um, and of course, up at the volcano, the gallery there, everything has to do with the park. So it sort of leads us along a path to do native species.
This is a Soderfoss anvil, which is a very old Swedish company that's been making anvils since 1500. This one's a couple hundred years old, probably, maybe 100. Has a very good ring and a very good bounce, which is what you're looking for an anvil that it throws the hammer back up. It keeps you from having to lift the hammer every time you strike something. There's a lot of technology actually in anvil technology, I guess.
All right, this is our bandsaw. It's very small, but it gets the job done. And things like this we do just start out with a piece of 2-inch by 1/8-inch steel and use it just like a woodworker's bandsaw. You have to be a little more careful with how you cut in and but it gets the job done. We use that or a plasma cutter. So then this over here, very old foot vise, which is a requirement when you're running a forge and using an anvil, and it allows us to clamp in pieces and forms. So many of our tools are just handmade, and you wouldn't think that was anything, but it's how we shape a lot of our birds and leaves. And then, of course, well, this one around, yeah. Well, okay, you want me to wait? This will hold a round pipe, so you'll see in a few minutes how this one works. And then our forge is a gas powered. Excuse me, I'll scoot over here. And so it's a propane forge, and you'll the firebox gets about what 2,200 degrees.
Yeah.
So that is yellow hot, almost white for steel.
Functional art's one of our favorite things. It's nice to do a piece someone touches and interacts with every day. Touch is kind of a big thing for us in creating something that people like to feel.
Yeah, a lot of the grab rails, because anybody with several steps needs a grab rail eventually. And so we'll twist it or add a hammer marks, something that gives it texture so when you're traveling up and down that you actually enjoy the journey. But our functional things like our entrance gates and security gates can carry all types of themes. I love Art Deco and Art Nouveau and carrying those sinuous lines through certain projects in our gates. And even when it includes animals like monk seals or represents different species, those lines create the water movement.
We'll do the bottom one too, it's fine.
Okay.
It's just the pipe vise, but it's always in the way when you're not using it, so we make it where it hides down below there, and
Is it a little too high for twisting?
no, it's fine.
Okay. But that way it keeps the views and the
Yeah.
heat from traveling.
The first thing we're going to do is heat the end initially. We're going to texture it a little, then we're going to put it in the vise and twist it.
At the point,
That right there.
yeah. Leaving about an inch out this side, Ernie.
Okay, we'll move to the end. Brush.
We'll have that'll be close.
Good.
Yeah, I am. About there? Well, I don't have my pipe.
Yeah. That was tight. There we go.
I gotta get a pipe.
That's good.
Okay, now,
Okay.
watch out. See, that scale is so hot.
Okay.
I'll get my pipe.
It's just a slight bit of texture. We don't want to collapse it on this particular piece. Just a little bit.
Hang on to it.
Okay. We'll go over a little bit.
All right, so Ernie drops the shapes and the blanks and then hammers, and then we have to get all the mill scale off and get this nice flat gray steel, and then it's ready for oil-based primer, just for metal, and then a top coat, and then we highlight to help pull out all these hammer marks. If it's a brightly colored piece, typically start out with primer and then flat black or gloss. and then apply the purple color of the flower or the green of the leaf, depending on the flower. So if anyone's interested in a solution to anything as simple as a pot rack to a entrance gate, feel free to contact us via phone or email, or check out our website, sculpturalaccents.com.